Okay, so in a previous video I showed you how to use data validation to make sure that you can only have a list. Now what I'm going to do is show you how whatever questions you've written, you can essentially make blank until they have answered the previous questions, sort of hide the questions. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to look up here in the formula bar. I haven't done much with that so far, but I'm going to type in a formula here. The first thing you need to do when I'm typing any formula is the equals button. And when I'm going to type an if statement, and I'm going to do if is blank, and what I'm going to do is right now the cell that I'm going to pick is this one. So if this cell C8, so that's C over and 8 down, C over and 8 down there, if that cell is blank, then what I want it to do is nothing. Okay, I want it to make sure that there's nothing in there. So the way this works is if that cell is blank, it's going to do whatever between that first and second comma. And in this case, that's nothing. However, if it is not blank, then what I want it to do is I want it to write the question that I already have, is Star Wars better than Star Trek? And I'm going to close that in quotes and put that in parentheses. Now, it's going to appear just like normal, but only because this cell has something in it. If I'm to go in here and delete that, it's also going to delete this question because this cell is now blank, which is going to trigger that first thing where it's between the first two commas. The value if true, and in this case the value is true, so do nothing. And if it's false, write it out. So at the moment that I have something written in there, let's pick Darth Vader, now that question is going to appear. And I can do this with another one there. Why is Star Wars better than Star Trek? And I can have a question right here, and I can essentially, I can have them answer. Of course, the answer is easy. But once again, if I want to make this one conditional based on that answer there, so here's my question. I'm going to go back in and write the equal sign again because I'm going to do a formula. And I'm going to type if is blank, and then the cell that I want is, in this case, C12. If that is blank, do nothing. So that's why the two commas there, it's going to do what's between those first and second ones. And if it does do something, I need to put this in quotes because it's going to be typing that out. Put it in quotes, close the parentheses because it needs to finish the statement and hit return. So now it's showing it because this one is completed. So what I can do is I can go back and delete that and delete that. So it looks like I only have one question. But who's your favorite Star Wars character? Say Han Solo. Is it better than Star Trek? No, which of course is a lie. And then that one there I said no, and now it's going to trigger the second one here. So the if is blank statement is a good way to sort of hide a question until you're ready for a student to do it, until they've completed a previous question.